Welcome to Coleman Tarot. My name is A.T. Coleman, and this is going to be your reading for the month of October. And this is for Capricorn. Okay? And here we go. I hope this is not too dark. I am filming it a little later in the evening, and I've added more lights, so I hope that it is, you can see it. I don't know. It depends. It seems kind of dark to me, but with the camera, it looks kind of nice on the camera, so I don't know. Capricorn, Capricorn. Okay, I'm going to go with you. All right, I'm going to go with you. Actually, no, I didn't feel anything strong enough on any of those. Usually I like it to be really, really warm. I like to be absolutely certain. That one I felt it was a little bit warm, but I want to be hot. I want to know for 100% certain. There. That's the one. Okay, Capricorn. Here we have, oh, look at that. Very good. Because there we have the Lovers. And there we have that one. We have that one. This is my original deck. This is the first deck that I've ever had. And this is my favorite deck. Okay. And this is the stuff that's hidden from you. Because I know this is even, it's even a darker deck, but this is a deck that I feel the strongest connection to. And I'm kind of going back to my roots. I'm kind of going back to the, getting back to what makes me me. So I'm going back to my original deck as well. Now this here is the Lovers. Okay, and this is about a soulmate connection. This is about feeling really connected to someone that you really care about. It's also reconnecting with who you are as well, reconnecting with who you are deep inside, reconnecting with a loved one, reconnecting with, and also meeting your soulmate and connecting with that person as well. So this is a great card about soulmate connections. And also reconnecting with your higher self as well, which is kind of what I'm talking about, which is kind of what I've been going through this month as far as like, going back to your roots, getting back to who you really are. So this card is great for that. Reconnecting with your higher self, connecting with your soulmate, connecting with your best friend, just really feeling like you can be yourself with that person, okay? And a lot of times you don't feel like you are yourself, okay? So it's great that you're going to feel that at the beginning of the month, really feeling like you can be yourself, okay? And having a person you can be yourself with, it's really important. And I know it's a little dark, but you know what? This is Halloween. This is the month of Halloween, and I don't know if you celebrate it or not, but this is the month of spirituality. And I know some people are against Halloween because they say, like it's the month of celebrating the dead, or it's a month of celebrating wickedness or things like that. I don't believe that myself personally, but everyone has the right to their own opinion. But it is a very spiritual month for a lot of people, and for myself as well. It's about different things for different people, but for me personally, it's about the celebration of the two worlds, this world and the other world, the other side, and how the veil is lifted and we're allowed to reconnect with people on both sides, okay? We're allowed to, the spirits on the other side are allowed to reconnect with us, and we're allowed to reconnect with them and flow back and forth, and we're allowed to get closer to people that we've lost, and they're allowed to get closer to us. That's the way I see it. And so it's great that we can feel more ourselves and connect with people on the other side. So I don't mind that it's a darker reading and that it's a darker, that the camera's darker and that it's a darker feel because it's Halloween. That's the month for it. Okay, so next we have a divine gift. Okay, this is a divine gift from the universe. All right, I love Halloween. Easter and Halloween are my favorite two holidays because they're both incredibly spiritual. Okay, next we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups, and this is about someone who is incredibly powerful, incredibly in charge of his emotions. Okay, someone who has a cup full of emotions and he's passing it to you and saying, this is how I feel. Now, you could be the king, or it could be someone close to you giving a cup of emotions and saying, this is how I feel. I'm going to reveal how I feel. I'm going to protect someone by telling them how I feel. I'm going to take care of someone. Usually the Queen of Cups is more about someone nurturing someone, but also the King of Cups can be like a father standing up for someone, someone who is protecting someone they care about. So this is also about someone who is telling someone how he feels and saying, I care about you. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to stand up for you. Okay? King of Cups is definitely someone who has emotions and they're sharing their emotions, and they are, you can also be about when you're giving someone emotions and you have this giant cup of emotions, it can also be about taking care of someone who's feeling down, who is not necessarily somebody who's having a rough time. You can give them a cup of emotions. You can go to them and say, I'm going to, cheer you up, and I'm going to talk you out of this. I'm going to help you lift your spirits, help you up out of this funk that you're in. I'm going to help you and be in charge of taking care of you at this point. Be in charge of giving you some emotions, giving you some happiness, giving you some stability in your life emotionally, okay? Because he's the king of it, so he's kind of taking charge over his subjects and being in charge of their emotions, helping them out a little bit, okay? Now over here, we have the Six of Cups. See this one here? And this is about somebody who is chained to the Four Cups of the past, and they are reaching for the cups of the future. Okay, she's reaching for the two cups of the future, and she is chained to the cups of the past. Okay, so, and it's right in the middle of your month. So this is about you reaching for wonderful things that could be there for you in the future. And this is, again, about the cups, about emotions. Reaching for something wonderful in the future, but you're being chained by the emotions of the past. So this is you need to break free from the stuff from the future, from the past, in order to get the wonderful things of the future. And you hear this all the time, letting go of stuff from the past in order to get to the stuff in the future. But this is a card that's in the middle of your month. So this is a very strong message. Okay? It's a very strong message saying, in order to get to your future, you need to let go of the past. You need to let go of some of the things that are holding you back. Okay? So you need to realize that these things are gone, and you can't let them hold you back. If you want to get the stuff from the new things, you've got to let go of the old things. It's a message that happens. You hear this over and over and over and over again. But for you, it's really, really important, because this is the way for you to get the new stuff. This is the time. Okay? Now, over here, and this is the reason, because here you have fortunes changing. The wheel of fortune turning. And it's on its side. So it's saying you're not going to get the stuff unless you let the other stuff go. So it's saying you're not going to automatically get this fortune. It's on its side. So it's up to you whether you're going to get it or not. If you let go, then you can be getting it. If you don't, then you won't. Okay? So it's going to be completely up to you. And you do have this great thing coming from the universe. So it is going to be up to you to make this stuff happen. But either way, you still have this coming to you. Okay? And you still have the soulmate thing happening. You still have this other person who's really being loving and taking care of you. So it looks like a great month for you so far. It's just that you need to be letting go of some of this other stuff that's been hurting you from the past, okay? And you have a lot of smoke and mirrors and some creepy stuff happening. So this is all about you getting out of the shadows, getting out of this stuff. Because look at these two. These are both you getting out of the smoke, getting out of this thing where you're not being able to see where you're coming from. Look at this, like she's coming out of the smoke, and this hand is coming out of the smoke, and then you have this girl rising out of this smoky area here. So it's all about rising up. The Moon card is a really good card for letting you know that you will be able to get through anything that you are, if you're not sure about stuff, because the Moon card is about uncertainty. If you're not sure about stuff, you will be able to be guided on your way through. You will be able to find your way through, okay? You kind of have to go by instinct. The Moon card is a lot about trusting your gut and your intuition, okay? Now, your obstacle is the Fool. And that is not a surprise. This is about being really excited about starting something, but you don't know where you're going. And you say, I don't want to start this because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I'm not an expert at this. I feel like, like I'm naive, or I'm just starting out and I'm afraid that I'm going to fall on my face. And you might do that because you've got this card here where you're stumbling in the darkness. But the thing is, as an obstacle, the Fool card is saying that you're worried about just starting out, or you're worried about being naive, or you're worried about making mistakes. And the thing is, that's how you learn. You learn by making mistakes. You learn by falling on your face. That's how babies learn how to walk. But they're not going to not walk, that's how you learn. So you can't be afraid of that. You just have to deal with it. You just have to just walk and fall and walk and fall and walk and fall. And that's how you find your way through the darkness, by just doing it. That's how you do it. So if you're starting out something and you're afraid you're going to fall, you might fall, but you got to get through that, because that's how you do it. That's how you become an expert. You try, you learn from your mistakes, and that's how you become an expert. No expert just went out there and said, I'm an expert, and my first day I'm an expert. If you're a baseball player, you don't go out there and just throw like the fastest #1 pitch ever, and then you hit the ball the first time you ever pick up a bat. They learn by going out there and trying and trying and trying and trying, and then throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing until they become good at it. That's how they become an expert player, right? And so when you try this thing that you're just starting out, whether it's a relationship, or whether it's a new job, or whether it's a new skill, or whether you've been trying something for a while but you're afraid people are going to think that you're new at it, you might make a few mistakes, or you might look like a fool, but that's how you become an expert at it. If somebody says you're not good at this, then you say, I'm just starting out. Give me a break. I'm going to get better at it. Okay. And then 10 years from now, when somebody new comes in, you can say to them, hey, I'm an expert now. I've been here for 10 years. I'm doing this. And, someday when you've been married for 10 years, you can say, yeah, we just started 10 years ago. We just started out, and this is how the relationship went. We didn't know where it was going. That's what happens. Okay. So, as far as this goes, this is the middle of your month, so you might be starting out in a relationship, and you might say, well, these other 4 didn't work out, so now I don't know if I want to reach for this new one. You got to keep trying, and you got to start something new. And when you have a new job, you can't say, well, these other jobs didn't work out, so I don't know if I can try this one. You got to try again. You got to let go of whatever didn't work out and try again. You got to, have faith that something eventually will work out. And even if it doesn't, what's wrong with trying? What's wrong with trying something new? Okay, so that's stuff that's going on. Let's take a look at your outcome, because it's awesome. Your outcome is the 10 of Pentacles. I want to look at it at the same time and show you. 10 of Pentacles. This is the dream coming true card. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles is pretty much like it's like the money card. Okay, it's like money and dreams coming true card type of thing. And this is a great card. And she's looking in the mirror and she's saying, things are almost too good to be true. The great thing about this card is that it's like a big success money card. The only negative thing about this card is sometimes when you look at this card, you think, are things too good to be true? Like, am I really imagining this? She's looking in the mirror and she's saying, I can't believe that things have come so far that I'm almost like, I can't believe it. So it's great, but it's also like you're just like in shock because things are so great. Okay, and it's also that you have to, when something like that happens, you have to look back and say, well, I can't get too cocky about this because I also have to remember who I really am, right? And not get caught up in the illusion of thinking that I'm great, or that I'm, if you do get money, you can't think, well, suddenly, forget who you were, or forget what you really are, or forget who you really are. And you can't just suddenly think, yes, I am great. Yes, I am like an expert. You got to think of, remember who you are. Sometimes when people get this as an obstacle, it's an illusion, and you just, you're fantasizing too much. But as an outcome, this is your outcome. It's not an illusion. It's not an obstacle. It's not anywhere else in here. It's an outcome. So this is saying you are going to be doing really well. You are going to be having a successful month. Things are going to be happening really well for you. And this is the 10 of Pentacles, which is about money. So things are going to be going really well for you. You are going to be having a gift, which is also a pentacle, so this is also about money. So things are going to be looking up for you money-wise, okay? Things are going to be looking up for you emotionally-wise, because this is about you making a connection either with yourself, reconnecting with yourself, or getting a really good connection with another person, okay? So emotionally, things are going to be going well. Money-wise, things are going to be going well. Support-wise, someone is going to be giving you a cup of fulfillment. Someone's going to be helping you support-wise, okay? Also, you might find yourself stumbling in the dark and saying, well, I don't really know where I'm going to go or what's happening, stuff like that. But you are going to be finding your way through the darkness, stumbling around the dark, going with your gut, following your instinct and stuff like that. And you might also have a moment of wondering what's going to happen. Should I think about the past? Should I stay in the past? Should I go with this person from my past, or should I go for the future? Should I go with this job from the past, or should I reach for the future? Should I go with insecurities from the past, or dwell on people being negative from the past, or should I forget this stuff from my past or these hurts from my past and reach for a new future? That's going to be what your thing is. That's your some of the demons that you're going to have to overcome personally with you. But as far as your life goes, other people looks great, money looks great. These are the things that you have to overcome. They're all you. They're all you. They're all your own personality. They're all your own stuff that you have to overcome. Feeling insecure about starting something new. Feeling insecure about leaving behind the past. Feeling insecure about having to try something where you don't really know what you're doing, or you have to stumble through the darkness, or maybe feel like you might make a mistake. That's all you that you have to overcome. And I think you really need to have a positive attitude, because you have this fortune changing. Things are really going to be changing, hopefully for the better, if you can overcome some of your insecurities, okay? That looks great. Now, this is what's hidden from you, okay? You have this is the Three of Pentacles. It's actually getting so dark I can't even see. The Three of Pentacles, this is about you doing a great job and people seeing it, people noticing. You're doing a great job. There you are sitting on the lawn. This is really Halloween version. This is you sitting on the lawn and you're doing a great job. Let me open this and get some more light in here. This is you sitting on the lawn and you're doing a great job, and somebody comes up in a dark, this is Halloween version, in a dark robe, and I think I'm going to do all of them at night, just to get the Halloween version. In a dark robe, and they are hovering over you and saying you're doing a great job. The Three of Pentacles is about someone who thinks you're doing an awesome job. So that's great. That must be where the money's coming from. Okay. Then you have the Hangman. Now let me see how it's coming out. Because the Hangman, it's coming out like this. And usually the Hangman is upside down like this, which means waiting and limbo. But it's like this, because this one came out like this. So it's coming out like this, which is great. It means an end to waiting. It means flying out and saying, yes, it's an end to waiting. Yes, things can finally start happening now. So that's great. An end to waiting. Awesome. And the last one you have is this one here, which is the five or seven. The Five of Swords. The Five of Swords. I can barely see. The Five of Swords. This is great. It means an unfair advantage. You see how this person over here is like, okay, I have a regular sword, and this person's like, I have a mega sword. Okay, mega sword. Look at the sword. It's getting electricity from heaven, or from the sky. So it's got like a mega sword. So this person has a really unfair advantage, and even this could be even a friend that's helping this person and saying, don't worry, I got this. I'm going to help you. I've got your back because I've got this unfair advantage. This could be like, a manager or like a supervisor helping you. This could be like you going to a friend and saying, look, I need your help with this. And the person says, I've got the power. I can help you with this. Or it can even just be like you have an unfair advantage over somebody, or somebody has an unfair advantage over you. With all these great things happening and this person's supporting you, I would say it looks like somebody is really going to be using their whatever they have, whatever power they have to help you. I think this looks like somebody helping you, and I think it's somebody who sees your work and they think you're doing a great job. It's either this supporting person who is emotionally supporting you. It can also be a boss or manager or a customer who sees that you're doing this amazing work and they say, I want to help you and support you in this. I want to buy whatever it is that you're doing. And they decide to help you with this. Okay. And then you might say, oh my gosh, they're buying my stuff, but I don't know if I'm really worthy of that because I'm just starting out. Okay. So that could be where the insecurity comes in. But I think somebody's going to really like something that you're doing, and they're going to support you either emotionally or financially. That's where the power is coming from. That's what I'm getting. Somebody's really going to be backing you. And at one point during the month, you're going to be really insecure about what you're doing. And at the other point of the month, someone's really going to be giving you a lot of support. So I don't know if you're going to be insecure and then you get the support, or you get the support and then you're insecure because you don't know if you deserve it. One or the other. Now, this is going to be your, I think I'm going to do your fate card before your spiritual card. This is going to be your fate card. Fate card for the Capricorn. Oh, look. The Maiden. I'm going to give you a second one because I just got a message that I'm supposed to give you a second one. You have the Maiden, and it says, a new relationship blossoms. Excellent. A new relationship blossoms. And don't forget, because you have this in here too as well. And it can also be the new relationship with a customer or a new relationship with a soulmate. And also the soulmate connection could be with the new relationship could be with like a boss or a customer or a new manager or something like that, or a new partner. The next one that you got is the Air card, and it says, seek a union of mind and spirit. A union of mind and spirit. So when you're working on a project, or you're working on a relationship, or you're working on yourself, try to connect your spiritual with your mental, like whatever you're working on. Try to put your heart and soul into it, because I think that's going to make your relationship or your work really stand out to somebody, especially this month. Put your heart and your soul into it, or meditate or pray, whatever you need to do to connect your mind and your heart and your soul together, because it's going to make your stuff stand out this month, okay? Put a spiritual element into it, put your heart into it, put your soul into it, put everything you've got, try to connect the two together. It says union of mind and spirit. Okay, so you might want to meditate or pray to get that aspect in, because that's going to make your stuff stand out. Or even just pray. Just pray, meditate, get your spiritual aspect into it, especially in October, because the veil between the two worlds is down. This is a great time for you to pray. This is a great time for you to connect with spirits, like your relatives, not negative spirits, please, just positive spirits, relatives, or pray to angels, pray to God, pray and meditate, and just try to get into the flow of the universe, because they can help you, and you can center yourself and talk to your higher self or whatever. Just meditate and try to get in touch with good spirits, because they can help you to improve your work or to improve your spiritual life, especially angels and stuff like that. You can get a really good get in touch with your spiritual side, because it's really important, especially in this day and age where you have all this stuff where you're just running from this project to this project, and people forget their spiritual side. October is a really good month to get in touch with your spiritual side, okay? Don't forget, that's an important part of your life. Okay, over here is your card, and it says, right. I'm working on a book all month. I'm trying to finish my book. It's supposed to be out by the end of the month. And I'm a Capricorn. So it says right. And my book is about God. So that's good. Right. Okay, I'm going to give you another one just in case that one was just for me. But you can write as well. You can write as well. I'm going to give you one. Here is one for you. And also that could be for you as well. Right. It says, you are seeing the situation accurately. Okay, so this says you are seeing the situation accurately. And the other one says to write. All right, so that is your reading for this month for Capricorn. And I will try to do the other readings at night as well for the Halloween feel. Okay, your outcome is the 10 of Pentacles, which is excellent. This is about money and success and feeling really good, but also you are going to have a great soulmate connection. So things look really, really good for you this month. Okay? Have a great month and a great October.